Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we'll be talking about this Pokédex. Hey everyone and welcome to the Open Toy Box. If you're new to the channel, we are a channel who likes to review 90s, early 2000s toys and games of our childhood and see if they're actually worth the hype that we remember them to be. For today's episode, we'll be looking at this Pokédex. The Pokedex is from the Pokemon franchise, which started in 1990 and is still going strong today, with its animated series, its toys, its trading card game, and its video games. The Pokemon franchise was released in 1996 in Japan and was introduced in the United States in 1998. The Pokemon world was a place of pocket monsters that trainers would battle, capture, compete, and build relationships with. Now, the Pokedex is a tool used by trainers to identify unknown Pokemon. It would give you a brief description of the Pokemon, including the type, behavior, and other facts. Now, this is the Pokedex from the first generation. So it has the first 150 or 151 Pokemon inside here. So this toy was manufactured by Tiger Electronics, mostly known for their handheld video games, and well, they made the Furby. So first things first, let's go ahead and look at the appearance. So this is my personal Pokédex. I've had it for, well, many years. I don't know exactly how many. And honestly, it is in pretty good shape. I don't want to say that I kept it in good shape. It kind of kept itself in good shape. I did use this a lot, mainly as a prop, and that's kind of where it shined. And you'll see why in a little bit. So if we look at the back, you have your speaker and you have two battery ports. They used CR2032, so your typical coin batteries. You have your little reset button, and of course you have the front. It says Pokemon, gotta catch them all, Pokedex, and then there's the Tiger logo right there.
Okay, so I had to change the lighting because I was getting a glare in the screen. So let's go ahead and open it up. And when you open it up, off to the right, you see Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all, Tiger, and all of the trademark stuff. So let's go ahead and turn this on. So when you turn it on, you are greeted with Pokemon Pokedex. After that, you go ahead and press enter, and let's see what we got. So you have a couple of different options. You can go to page. This is favorites. When I scroll off to the side, you go ahead and see the rest of the actual titles. So you have favorites. The first one was page and search. This was sort. This is capture. Then you have password, clock and date, and the calculator. So let's go ahead and see what we got. So let's go to page. So you can either look them up by name or the page. And when it's talking about page, it's talking about the number that Pokemon is. So let's go ahead and start with name. Let's do Ditto. Okay. So once you got the name typed in, you go ahead and press it. So you see it says Ditto, it says 132. That's the page that Ditto is on. And you go down and look, you have a little picture of Ditto. It looks pretty cool. You keep going. It tells you the height, which is 1 foot. You have the weight, 9 pounds. Type, transform. Strength, 6. Attack, and it gives you 1 attack, right? So transforms. Okay, well, I guess that's his attack, transform. And when you keep going, it shows you a little animation, which I think is really cool. So here's Ditto transforming into Pikachu. And it has a small little bio. I think this is neat. But the way you have to read it is you have to scroll to the side. Capable of copying. I'm just gonna hold it down. An enemy genetic code to instantly transform itself into a duplicate of the enemy. All right. So it's really cool. I like the fact that they give you information, but the way they give it to you is a little it will get a little tiresome, especially if you're young and you're trying to sound these words out. You're only getting half of a word and trying to put these things together. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out of that. So I pressed quit to get back. Now I have my page number. So let's go ahead and look up a Pokemon. I believe the first Pokemon is Bulbasaur. So let's go 001. And yeah, Bulbasaur, right? Bulbasaur. So the same thing happens here. You get a little animation of Bulbasaur. Height 2 feet 4 inches, weight 15 pounds, type seed, strength 4, attack tackle. Oh, it gives you a little bit more. Cool. Growl, leech seed, vine whip. Nice. So let's see the animation. All right, so the animation is of vine whip. That's pretty neat. Really, really cool. And then you have your bio. I'm not going to read through this. All right, so let's go ahead and quit. So that's your main stuff, right? Where you look them up through page and the name through the search. Now you have your favorites. So you can add, delete, and then you look at your list, right? So if you're adding Pokemon, it would be the same way. You add them by page. Let's go 50. Diglett. Nice. So you would add them, add yes or no. We're going to go ahead and press yes. And he is now added. It sent me to this page, which is already my favorites. I guess I didn't clear it, or if my niece or nephew got to it, they were kind of messing around with it. So they already have their favorites, and this is the list of the favorites, and you're able to list 20 Pokemon. So if you go to them, let's go ahead. I'm guessing this is Flareon. Yes, Flareon. Answer. Nice. So it gives you a little picture of Flareon. I guess you don't have access to the rest of the information. I guess it's just the animation. So let's look at a couple actually. Let's do 2 more. So I'm guessing that's Jolteon. Nice. And let's look at let's do Kabutops. Cool. So let's go back to the main menu. Now you have sort. Here you can actually sort them by height, weight, strength, type. If you go to height, let's go ahead and say we want them to be 1 foot. These are all the Pokemon that are listed as being 1 foot in here, which is pretty cool. You go to weight as well, strength and type, and you're able to look them up through that. So that's a cool little feature that they have in there. Now you have capture. So you have a capture list, right? It says capture, delete, list. So this is a list of Pokemon that you capture. Unfortunately, it only has 20 slots as well, but I think it is cool. Let's do 1 by page again. Let's go 70. No, you know what? Let's go 150. Ooh, and then we have Mewtwo right there. Nice. Captured. Let's go ahead and say yes, we captured him. And oh wow, nice. So now you can actually enter when you captured him. Date 2012, 2021, the month and day, and there you have it. So Mewtwo, you click on it. Oh, okay. And in this case, it doesn't show you the picture, but it actually shows you when you captured him. I like that. So let's go ahead and go back. So far we've gone through page, favorites, sorts, capture, and password. So I'm guessing this is to keep people out of your Pokedex, I guess. Clock in time. Just setting the clock in time, and of course your calculator. 50 plus 45, and then you have your equal sign right here with the enter. 95. 0.70 times 500 equals 350. Cool. So you can actually do decimals as well. And that's pretty much it. All there is to it. There's actually quite a bit that is done in here. Of course, it's not the greatest looking, but I mean, for the time, I'm pretty sure it was really dope to see.
So my thoughts on the Pokedex. Do I think it was worth the hype that I remember it to be? Well, it's cool. I think it has a lot of cool little features. Me being the age that I was, reading isn't the thing that you want to do all the time. I think it has a lot of cool information. The fact that you can look at types, height, weight, strengths, and it has little animations and all that stuff. I think it's really, really cool. But as far as a toy, it's neat. It's really neat. Now, where it does shine is it being a prop. If you're over here pretending to be a Pokemon trainer and all that as a kid, I think it's a cool little prop. You open it up and you know, you kind of pretend to get information from it, you put it away. That's where I think this thing shines. Now, do I think it would hold up in the toy market today? No, I really don't think it would hold up today, especially because everybody has phones, tablets. Younger kids have phones and tablets, and it's kind of crazy to get hyped over something that's very pixelated, black and white. So you got to keep in mind, back then when this came out, the handhelds that we did have were the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Nokia phones and stuff like that. So the display wasn't far off from stuff that we were used to. I mean, being able to look at it and seeing Pikachu on there is like, oh wow, that's Pikachu. Or seeing the animations of the Pokemon and being able to tell them apart is probably a huge deal, and I think it did look nice for the time. Nowadays, I'm pretty sure they have an app that is a Pokedex, and you can just look up your Pokemon on there. So I don't think kids would appreciate this toy for what it is today. I think it's neat. I'm glad that this thing held up. I'm gonna probably put it on my desk or somewhere on display because I think this is a really cool toy, and it still looks nice. The plastic is well put together. There are very few scratches, if anything. And the colors are still vibrant as far as the Pokemon logo, and even on the inside, the buttons aren't worn or anything like that. So I think it's a very cool toy. I don't think it would be a toy that kids nowadays would play with. If you held out to the end, thank you so much for watching. We would really appreciate it if you liked this video. Now, if you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing. Now, if you have any suggestions of toys for us to review, go ahead and leave them down in the comments. We would love to hear what you have to say, and if they're obtainable, hopefully we can do them. Now, if you had one of these, or if you wanted one of these as a kid, go ahead and leave us a comment as well. We would love to hear from you and what you have to say. Once again, please like, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and until next time, have a good one.